The Kenya Pipeline Company initial public offer has received 105.7% of a subscription, offering the state the targeted amount of 106 billion shillings, according to Treasury CS John Mbadi. The state will only absorb the targeted amount, but despite the seemingly positive outcome, retail investors exercised caution in the divestiture, acquiring only 2.56% of the shares out of an allocation of 20% of the total shares on the market. Institutional investors had to come to the rescue of the share sale, sweeping nearly double of the allocated shares. Here's Jimmy Mbogo with the details of the IPO performance.
Out of the total shares put out on the market by the Kenya Pipeline Company, the company had allocated 20% to retail investors. 20% was also allocated to institutional investors, with another 20% to foreign investors, and members of the East Africa community were also allocated 20%. Oil marketing companies and KPC employees were allocated 15 and 5% shares respectively.
My only appeal to Kenyans is that this is an offer that was made to allow Kenyans to share wealth. It is democratizing wealth, broadening ownership of KPC as a jewel. And it is actually an initiative of inclusivity in economic growth and development.
But despite the appeal, the results announced by the CS show that both retail investors, oil marketing companies and KPC employees fell short of their allocation, with local institutional investors saving the day by purchasing nearly double their allocation at close to 41%, while East Africa community investors cumulatively secured 21.22%.
So if you look at this, Kenyans, together with their government, we still own 79% in KPC. And about 21% is going to be owned by East African community, the rest of our brothers in the East African. And almost nothing to foreigners. The ones we were accused that we were selling our company to.
Mbadi further rubbished claims that the IPO was overpriced, arguing that owing to the company's monopoly in the region, it could not be valued based solely on the company's assets, hinting at an even higher price discovery upon opening of trading on Monday.
The interest from foreign investors went down because Kenyans are too much about discrediting their processes, even the ones they don't understand. In Kenya, everybody is a valuer. Everybody is a lawyer. We are all legal experts. We are all accountants. We want to analyze P&L and balance sheet, and we are saying how balance sheet is inaccurate, and you never went beyond class 8. You never did any accounting.
With the constitution of the National Infrastructure Fund yet to be concluded, Treasury CS says the funds will be channeled to the Consolidated Fund, where it will be appropriated by members of Parliament before being channeled to the NIF. He, however, remains optimistic that the legislative process required to enact the fund will be concluded in the course of the month. Jimmy Mbogo, Citizen TV, Nairobi.